welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're stepping away from the usual analysis, the data, the forecasts.
Yeah, we're jumping right into something different, a narrative source.
Exactly. We're dropping you into this really intense, unfolding catastrophe, the kind where, well, the ground rules seem to be changing moment by moment.
That's a good way to put it. The source follows the small group just trying to survive. One character even mentions things like negative gravity. Another talks about wormwood. It's pretty extreme.
So our mission today isn't just to recount a scary story.
No, definitely not. We want to unpack the crisis management side of it. How do you make decisions, fast, improvised decisions, when everything, even time, is working against you, and when you have urgent medical needs layered on top?
Okay, so let's dig in. The story kicks off right after the first big event. The group tries to gather in a kitchen. The mother's already injured, right? Eye injury from glass.
Yeah, that's the immediate physical trauma. But almost instantly, something else takes priority. It's not the crumbling building, surprisingly.
It's the medical clock starting.
It is. It's Noreen. She's diabetic, she's getting dizzy, feeling warm, classic signs. She needs her insulin, the twice-daily dose.
And they don't have it. It was left behind.
Forgotten in the chaos. So now you have this awful choice. Deal with the very visible, painful eye injury, or focus on the invisible but maybe more deadly countdown for Noreen.
The insulin shock. So the need for that specific medicine dictates their entire strategy from this point on.
Precisely. Where do we go? We go where the insulin it might be. That's the core survival logic here. Mr. Dobbs, he sort of steps up as the planner.
And he has an idea about a neighbor.
Yeah, Miss Bernice, he thinks, maybe she's diabetic too, given her age. So her house becomes the target. It's their only lead.
But before they can even make a move on that, the first major tremor hits. And it's not just a shake.
No, this is landscape-altering stuff. The kitchen window blows out, the fridge goes over, cracks spider web across the walls.
But the split. Describe the split.
It's terrifying. The house literally breaks apart. The ground level separates from the lower part by 6 feet.
6 feet vertically?
Yeah. And it leaves this 5-foot-wide chasm running the whole length of the house. We're told it connects to an even bigger fissure stretching like 9 blocks.
So the environment isn't just damaged, it's actively trying to pull itself apart.
Right. But in the middle of all that chaos, falling plaster, breaking glass, Mr. Dobbs does something remarkable.
He checks his watch.
He checks his watch and notes the time since the last tremor. 9.5 minutes.
That detail. It's everything, isn't it?
It's the shift from pure panic to, well, maybe managed terror. He finds a pattern, a horrible, predictable pattern in the destruction.
So now they have a clock. They know when the danger might spike again.
Exactly. It allows for planning, however desperate. Okay, so crisis point B. They know another tremor is coming. They know where they need to go, Mrs. Bernice's. But first, they have to get out of this wreck.
Which means crossing that 5-foot gap inside the house first.
Yeah, just to get outside, they leap it, then out a bedroom window, and the escape route is... No, it's pure improvisation.
Along a chain link fence.
Along the fence, over the chasm, towards a neighbor's roof, June's house.
Yeah.
They climb onto the overhang, get in through a window.
And the detail about the cables.
Ah, yes. The whole group is tethered together, cable lines connecting them. You've got the mother who can barely see, Noreen who's getting weaker, everyone linked.
Just picture that.
Yeah.
A human chain moving across this unstable, broken world. So they make it into June's house. Temporary safety.
Temporary, yes, but it comes with its own heavy problem. They find June, the owner, trapped, pinned under a heavy steel hospital bed.
Again, they move it.
No, it's impossible. She's stuck. And June starts talking about Doc and wormwood, kind of echoing the earlier hints that this isn't just a local disaster. It's bigger, weirder.
And the clock is ticking louder now.
Right. Mr. Dobbs updates his timing. The tremors seem to be hitting about once every hour.
Once an hour.
Which means they have maybe 15 minutes before the next one hits this house. They have to get to Mrs. Bernice's basement. That's the goal. Basement for safety and hopefully insulin.
And then, right on schedule.
Yeah. Bang! The second tremor hits, just as predicted.
And June's house.
It doesn't just shake. The whole foundation lurches forward. The entire house settles at this insane angle.
What was it, 25 degrees?
A 25-degree lean. It's basically tipping over. It's not stable anymore, not even slightly.
This leads to another impossible choice, doesn't it? With June trapped inside.
Yeah. June's sister is there. She looks at the situation, estimates maybe 45 minutes till the next tremor hits. She doesn't want to leave her brother.
45 minutes. It sounds like maybe enough time to try something.
Maybe. But the mother steps in again. She looks at the ceiling, the angle of the floor. She makes the call.
What did she say?
Essentially that the house is coming down now. The 25-degree angle means it's actively failing. Staying means everyone dies, including Noreen, including the pregnant Mrs. Dobbs.
So it's that brutal calculus of survival again. Save the group, even if it means leaving someone behind.
The needs of the many. It's harsh, but it's the logic they're forced into. They have to move immediately.
Which brings us to crisis point C, the final push. They have, what, maybe 30 minutes now?
Roughly, yeah. To get from June's leaning house across another gap to Miss Bernice's place, which looks like a fortress, apparently. Burglar bars, big dogs.
Romulus and Remus, the Mastiffs.
Right. So the plan is already complicated, but then disaster strikes during the crossing.
On the chain link fence again.
Yep. They're making their way across, tethered together, and Mrs. Dobbs slips. And at that exact moment,
Oh no.
she goes into premature labor.
Out there, suspended between collapsing buildings.
While clinging to a fence over a chasm. You just can't script this level of simultaneous crisis.
What does Mr. Dobbs do? He's the leader, the timer.
He reacts instantly, scrambles around her, secures her against the fence, protects her. His focus shifts entirely in that second.
And while they're stopped, vulnerable, the son, Alex, steps up.
He does. Shows incredible resourcefulness. He takes a metal hook, part of their cable system, and manages to snag it onto some fancy trim on Mrs. Bernice's porch roof.
Using decoration as an anchor point.
Exactly. He goes hand over hand across this makeshift line to secure it, creating a bridge for the others. Just pure ingenuity under fire.
Okay, so Alex gets across. How do they get in? The bars.
He finds a weak spot. The sliding glass doors in the back don't have bars. He uses the hook again, pries them open. He and Mr. Dobbs get inside.
Finally. Safety. The insulin.
Well, they get inside. But safety, not exactly. Two immediate, awful discoveries await them. Miss Bernice. They find her. She's dead. Crushed under her own dining room table, a big, heavy mahogany one.
Oh, God. Where she kept her snow globes.
Apparently. The source mentioned she was working on them, so the safe house wasn't safe for its owner. Alex finds a sheet, covers her body. Even in shock, he does that.
Okay. And the second discovery.
The dogs, Romulus and Remus, they're inside. And they're between Alex and Mr. Dobbs and the front door where they need to let the rest of the group in.
So they have to deal with two massive, probably terrified and aggressive mastiffs.
Right. The plan is, well, it's risky. Use the heavy dining chairs to sort of herd the dogs out onto the patio, then lock the door.
Sounds reasonable on paper.
But it goes wrong. Fast. The dogs charge. Alex reacts incredibly quickly again. He grabs one of those crystal snow globes off the table.
Mrs. Bernice's snow globe.
Yeah. Uses it as a weapon. Smashes Remus with it again and again until the dog goes down. It's brutal.
And Mr. Dobbs. With Romulus.
He's struggling with the other dog. They both end up grappling out on the porch awning. The dogs attack him.
On the awning. The one Alex used to anchor the line.
That same awning. He gets bitten badly. Forearm, ankle, or calf. And then the whole thing just gives way.
The awning collapses.
Completely. Sends Mr. Dobbs and both dogs just plummeting down into the open air below the fractured ground.
Gone. Just like that. The leader, the protector.
Gone. The price of entry. Alex is stunned, obviously, but he pulls himself together, finds a house key and a dresser, lets the others in.
And there's that moment where the grandmother calls Mr. Dobbs a hero.
Yeah, tries to find some meaning in it, but Mrs. Dobbs, she just cuts through it.
What did she say?
Hero or not, my son is still without a father. Just raw, immediate loss, no comfort in labels. The cost is absolute.
So Alice gets the rest of them inside. The mother, Noreen, grandmother, the newly widowed Mrs. Dobbs, the others.
Leads them past Miss Bernice's body in the dining room, down into the basement, the goal they've been fighting for this whole time.
And what do they find down there, besides relative safety?
It's stocked, jars of preserves, big sacks of dog food. Mrs. Bernice was prepared, in a way, just not for what actually happened to her upstairs.
But the immediate problems aren't solved.
Not at all. The sequence ends there, in the basement. Noreen still desperately needs that insulin. Mrs. Dobbs is in premature labor. They've reached the safe place, but the critical medical emergencies are still very much active.
Wow, what a harrowing sequence. So pulling back for the listener, what are the key survival takeaways here?
Well, first, the power of specific data. Mr. Dobbs's watch wasn't just telling time, it was decoding the disaster's rhythm. That precision was vital.
And the medical needs dictating everything.
Absolutely. Noreen's need for insulin wasn't just a factor, it was the factor driving their direction, their pace, their risk assessment.
And resourcefulness.
Yeah.
Alex using absolutely anything at hand cables, hooks, trim, even a snow globe as a tool.
That adaptability is crucial when your environment is actively hostile and resources are zero. Thinking outside the box isn't a luxury. It's how you stay alive.
You get this stark image. The group literally tied together, crossing this broken, tilting world while juggling blindness, insulin shock, childbirth.
Yeah, the end of the world for them wasn't some abstract event. It was concrete, specific, agonizing chaos. It was losing Mr. Dobbs just feet from supposed safety.
So let's leave our listeners with that final thought you mentioned, connecting back to the hints about the cause. Negative gravity, wormwood.
Right. We see the value of preparation in that basement. Mrs. Bernice planned for something, earthquakes maybe, power outages, standard stuff.
But the group survived by reacting to immediate, observable threats, the tremors, the gaps, the medical crises. Their tactics were based on, let's say, known physics, even if extreme.
So the question for you is, if the fundamental rules are breaking down, if negative gravity is real in this scenario, how far can preparation actually take you? Can you stockpile supplies against reality itself collapsing? Is preparedness mostly about the disasters we can imagine, or can it somehow brace us for the truly unimaginable too?